Hello and welcome back to the Ironman challenge. Now, as you can see right here, we're currently in a battle against some troublesome bandits. This is not going to be a very difficult fight at all, literally just because there is a vassal by the name of, what is it now, Lord Mamoon or something like that. And he has joined this literally just because he was very close by to the troublesome bandits and he decided to attack them. I was actually hoping that I would be able to do this by myself because there's only 25 of them, or there was only 25 of them. Now that has changed, of course, because whoa, okay, that was some damage. Hello. Well, we're fine. I really have no fear whatsoever about dying in this particular battle, but yeah, it would have been nice to take a couple of them prisoner, but that's just not going to happen right now. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, I've done a little bit of research about the quest, the Old Tale quest, and apparently we are going to need a lot of, well, shall we say, materials of some kind. We're going to need a lot of materials. So basically what we are needing, you'll see on the screen as well, a bit of a list. We're going to be getting 3 sumpter horses, 5 pieces of dried meat, 3 tools, and 1 ale. And when we have all of that, then we also need a workforce, which is going to be a bit tricky. So I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do it, considering the I've already checked, the sumpter horses are very expensive, amazingly enough. Oh, are you serious? Are you serious that I failed the quest now? I hoped that if I had, participated in the quest, that it would actually help us, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so we need to deliver something. Okay, so let's deliver this caravan to Avendor then. We'll try doing that. Are they coming? Yes. Follow me. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty interesting task. Don't know how well it's going to go, but we'll try it. And here's our current level. So let's have a look here. How are we going to do? Well, let's see. I'm going to go for some more strength, and I think at this point it would probably be a good idea to continue leveling up shield, but that is literally just me because I want to be as defensive as possible. Now bear in mind that later down the line we are going to be getting a bow, and well, maybe we'll become some kind of horse archer. I know that someone did actually mention in the comments that the safest character build is indeed a horse archer, and yeah, I totally agree about that. Totally agree, because that means that your mobility is severely increased and you can basically kill enemies yourself by still staying relatively far away from the opponent, so you don't really need to worry about being eliminated by some random arrow or something. So yeah, that's in general definitely a very good strategy to have. However, for a series, for an entertaining series, Horse Archer, probably not the most fun to watch, because let's face it, I'm going to be standing further away than anyone else in the battle, and I'm just going to be raining down arrows on the opponent, and that's basically going to be it, which is a bit of a shame, because I'd like the combat and the battles to actually be kind of fun. Because, I mean, that's basically half of what Mount and Blade is all about. It's all about fighting things and, defeating enemy lords and so on. So I don't know how that's going to go, really, but we'll see. Anyway, at the moment, I'm just going to continue leveling up our survival skills, and especially in the Ironman challenge, the survival is paramount. So, is he okay here now? I don't want to wait here for some time, thank you. I think I need to speak to him. There you go. All right, fantastic. So we gained some 2 renown. Yeah, 2 renown is not going to be doing very well for us, but we are gaining some relation with Ravenstone itself. Now let's speak to the Guildmaster here as well. Oh, escorting a caravan to Senderfall. Oh, that's actually kind of amusing, because we need to go to Senderfall to buy some tools for the quest. Senderfall is actually the, I think probably the cheapest place that you can go to afford some tools, because Senderfall has an overabundance of iron. So basically what you can do there is, if you want to, you can go and buy some iron, and then you can sell that iron and trade it on to somewhere else that actually needs iron. Usually anywhere else in the entirety of Pendor will be fine to sell the iron, because it is just so cheap at Senderfall. So we'll see how it goes, because, you know, I think that would be kind of fun. Also, by the way, I still have not really chosen what faction we are going to be playing with at this time. I still have not chosen that. So just because I'm mainly staying in Ravenstone territory, or because I'm mainly using Ravenstone units or Empire units or something like that, that does not determine which faction I'm going to be playing with in the overall series. And the point is that you kind of need to play with a faction in Pendor. You can't just go straight from, you know, being independent into, you know, something, you know, being into, you know, going into your own faction. That's going to be very difficult indeed. And, you know, some people could probably pull it off. Some people could probably do it. Anyway, I am thinking that we're probably going to attack these, you know what, I'm not going to attack these Vanskree Raiders right now because I kind of need to get this merchant caravan to Senderfall as quickly as possible. Try and prevent the amount of risk, or reduce the amount of risk that may, you know, befall them. So we'll just get them over to Senderfall, and then we'll think about attacking some Vanskree Raiders. Vanskree Raiders are pretty good to attack, as well as Mist Mountain Raiders as well. So we might do a little bit of that too. There you go. Okay, so we got another 2 right now. Look at that. We're getting some nice experience from this as well. It's really, really easy experience too, so we haven't really even had to fight anything. No risk whatsoever. So I'd recommend, if you want to try and get some easy experience, and it's not a combat mission of any kind, just speak to your local guildmaster, and you'll probably have a pretty decent time. Anyway, let's speak with this guildmaster, see if he has anything else to deliver some ale to Rain. That actually sounds pretty good to me. Good. I'm happy with that. And we should probably also have a look. Yeah, so iron is 239. Do I have trade skill? I think I have some trade skill. So let's actually see whether we can buy some iron and maybe sell it for a decent amount. So buying iron and selling it at Naltar would give a profit of 75. Yeah, not entirely sure about that. As you can see, the tools here are 541. Still very expensive. Also, Sumpter Horse. There's one, but that's a spirited one for 5,400. Yeah, that's a bit too much. But normal Sumpter Horses are about 800. And I haven't seen any lame ones at the moment. If I were to see a lame one, then it would probably make sense. Ooh, Sigismund. Sigismund is actually one of the companions I would like to recruit, but he's going to be way too expensive. I already know that. 4,000. That's not even that expensive. That is not that expensive at all. Going to recruit this Maiden Warder. Usually the female units in Pendor become some really, really powerful ones. So it's going to be nice to have them leveling up a little bit. And we are going to go to... We're going to Rain, right? Yeah, I think we're going to Rain. Anyway, yeah. So as I said before, we're not really going to be pursuing the Lost Tale quest at the moment, because as I've already ascertained, we need these various resources and materials before we can progress the quest in a significant way. Now, I've also read on a little bit, and once you have supplied the materials, basically what you're going to need then is you're going to need... Ooh, let's attack those mountain hermits. That looks like a pretty good idea. Yeah, so what you're going to need apart from that is you're going to need some... Oh, wow, that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, anyway, you're going to need some refugees. You're actually going to need 20 refugees as a workforce. And so I already have a couple in my army, randomly, and we need to try and safeguard them as much as possible. So we're going to rush to the aid of the mountain hermits here, and we will try to defeat the Snow Wolf band. And we'll see how it goes. They're just going to charge us, so I'm just going to charge them as well. We'll let our archers just hold position here. We have like, what, 10 archers, so it's not really a big deal to leave them here. Let's actually just tell them to go into position. Infantry, could you just charge? That would be nice. Okay. I have a bad feeling. Okay, there we go. Just kill that guy. Just try and kill some random people. Yes. There we go, and there we go. Nice, a little bit of extra damage there. Just try and eliminate as many people as I can get my hands on, really, because it is going to make things much easier for our main forces if they have less targets to concentrate on. As you can see right there, pretty easy. Okay, so let's try and kill this guy as well. Nice, crush through his block too. Nice. You gonna shoot me? You go ahead, go ahead. I have, well, basically almost an impenetrable shield. At this point in the game, I would highly doubt that any unit, with the exception of, you know, mid to high tier units, can break this shield that easily. Of course, there are better shields. For example, the Knighthood Order of the Kraken. That has an amazing shield. Probably one of the best shields in the game, with the exception of one of the heretic shields, I think. Anyway, there's another 4 renown for us. We did lose a couple of units, but that's, again, nothing really to worry about. Alright, so I'm actually kind of surprised that we were able to win that so easily. And look at this. We've got some good armor already. Look at that. We have got some massive upgrade right there. That's really nice. Oh, and we've got a Sumpter horse. Nice. Okay, and I'm actually using a Sumpter horse. So that's kind of amazing. Yeah, the Sumpter horse is so incredibly slow. I might just not have a horse and just be on foot for the moment. That might be really dangerous. That might be really, really, really dangerous, but we're going to just do it anyway. Oh, there's a refugee. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got 3. Oh, yeah. We had 3 refugees, and now we've got 2, which is actually kind of awful. So I am going to do something here, and we're going to rename them Fodder. Yes, we're going to rename them Fodder, and they will just stand at the very back of the battlefield or something like that, and we'll see how it goes. Just going to leave those guys alive because they don't really have anything for me. And we got, ooh, look at this. We got Snow Wolf Clan Warriors. We might want to attack them as well, but let's level up a couple of our people here. Let's get some Pendor Light Bowmen. And I don't even know what's best here. Sellsword, I guess? And yeah, now here's the thing. It's a good idea not to level up your refugees, because if you level up the refugees, they are not going to be eligible for the quest, and you need 20 of them. So it's going to be quite important. Otherwise, let's level up Anson a little bit as well. Let's get him another point in wound treatment. Wait a minute. Isn't there something else that I want to get him? Not really. I mean, yeah, Weapon Master is what I spec'd him in last time, right? Yeah, well, we're going to probably get him a crossbow or something like that, because, of course, he's going to be a medic. So him being a medic, he's going to need some kind of ranged attack. Let's continue leveling up our strength here, and we will now start leveling our riding skill. Wait a minute, do I have 0? No, I've got 3. Yeah, thought I had some in riding skill, so that's going to be really nice for us. And let's continue leveling up our archery. There we go. Okay, so pretty good so far, not too bad. And we are doing reasonably well in terms of, where do I need to go? Rain. In terms of our renown values as well, because, ooh, wait, they have some refugees, don't they? 1 refugee. Okay, sure, let's attack them. No, don't attack. Ah, yes, that is indeed the issue. That is a big issue with these vassals. They always seem to be where I don't want them to be. That's gonna be frustrating. It's gonna be very frustrating indeed. Okay, these guys have a refugee. All right, let's go and help. So move in to the aid of the farmers, yes, and we will tackle these 12 enemies. Oh, why is it grassland? We're in snowy lands. I have no idea. Okay, well, whatever the case, Fodder, where are you? Fodder, there you are. Okay, you just run over there somewhere. Yes, they're just going to run in the opposite direction. Hopefully no one's going to think, hey, I should probably go over there and kill those refugees. That would not be too nice, would it? Okay, so I have no shield right now. Oh, that was funny. Okay. Yeah, anyway, hopefully we'll get some decent loot for killing these enemies. And, oh yeah, I really like this weapon. It may be a rusty Morningstar, but it's piercing, and it's got the crush through blocks, and I love that. So, pretty happy with that find. Anyway, there you go. There's another 2 renown for us. We had no casualties, and we actually increase, oh, look at that. We actually increase our relation with the village, which is pretty cool. And we get a step horse. Oh, there's a maul as well. If I wanted to use two-handed and sign my death warrant ahead of time, then I could just use a two-handed. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. All right, there's another refugee for us. We've now got 3 of them. And we can now head into Rain and deliver our ale to the tavern keeper. There we go. Hello, Larissa. There we are. Nice. Look at that. Good amount of cash. Decent amount of experience. I'm happy with this. I'm happy. Okay, no invading army news. Well, that's good to know. And Yeah, we also may want to consider once we have become a mercenary, because personally I feel like becoming a mercenary is one of the best things that we can do. I'm going to actually keep that Ragged Clan armor just in case, because it might actually be really good for Anson. Not entirely sure at the moment, but we're going to just sell everything else. Apart from these boots, because those boots are apparently better than what I was wearing. Ah, interesting. Okay, well, if I do sell anything that is better than what I'm using, then that's just collateral damage. It's not, I don't really mind about that too much. If I have 2 more armor or whatever, it's not really going to make that much difference if I take, you know, critical damage in some way. You know, so if I take like, what, 80 damage or something, I'm going to die no matter what, whether I have 2 extra armor or not. So anyway, let's continue to level up here. Got to be careful about leveling up those refugees as well. Okay, so yeah, this guy, yep, there we go. We're going to give him some new armor. That's nice. That's nice for him. He can't wear this yet, but he is almost at 10 strength, so that's going to be pretty nice for him. And I think we are good. There we go. Okay, so now we can speak to the Guildmaster again. Now, here's the thing. I'm trying to get to at least, I think, 50 renown. Not entirely sure how much I need to actually become a mercenary, because I've never really taken note of that. But it would be nice to get relatively close to something like that. Okay, so we're going to have to track down some Mist Mountain outcasts. This is going to be quite difficult, in my opinion. Usually it is difficult to track down any of these enemies. I have no idea where they're going to be, so I guess I'm just going to run around here a little bit, see if... Oh, these guys have some refugees, so I guess we're just going to fight them, and we'll see if we maybe come across the ones that we actually need to fight along the way. But anyone that has some refugees, fight them. Fight them, you know, especially if you're doing exactly what I'm doing and you want to try and build a hideout where you can place some of your units in the garrison. And personally, I feel like that's a really important thing to do. Not specifically in Ironman, but because in Pendor, if you want to have a really solid base of, well, should we say foundation of economy, then you're primarily going to become a mercenary first. You're going to do some tournaments. You're going to try and just build up the amount of money that you can make per week. And then you're going to start, you know, branching out and becoming a vassal and so on and so forth. And that's going to take quite a while. You know, being a mercenary and building up a big reserve of cash is going to take a long time. And so, you know, over that time, you're not going to have access to a garrison. So the fact that they have added this functionality where you can have a garrison is fantastic. I think that's a really, really great thing, because then it just makes it so that mercenaries and people that want to play like a bandit, for example, then you're going to have a much easier time of things, because you will have that garrison to place people in. So it's really cool. Otherwise, let's continue to move on here. I'd like to join the tournament, but of course I can't do that yet. Is there anyone here that I can speak to? Alistair, I'm actually going to be recruiting Alistair at some point, but I think he's just too expensive right now. I mean, how much do I have? 3,000? Yeah, he's going to be way too expensive. I think he's like 8,000 or something. So, yeah, way too much at this point. Anyway, let's just continue to sell all of this. There we go, another 566. Looting skill coming in handy. Super coming in handy right now. And otherwise, we will continue to look around for... Who do we need to find again? Mist Mountain Outcasts. Yeah, whenever I take one of those track down quests, it never really works out in our favor. It really doesn't. I'm never able to find those bandits, because they either spawn really, really far away, or they're just out of my vision range, and then they start moving, and then I can never find them again. And I can't even see their tracks. As you can see on the floor here, my tracking skill is, yeah, it's basically non-existent. I have 1 in it, and that's not really going to be very good. There's another band of people with some refugees in there, so we probably want to attack them. There's 1,000 dinars. How much do I have? I have 33 renown, so anything more we can do... Oh, there they are. There's the Mist Mountain Outcast. Yes, hello. Can you please stop? Thank you. Whew. Thank you very much. Okay, great. Very happy about this. I never thought I'd be able to find these guys. They're usually extremely elusive. But this time around, oh, we're getting lucky. We're getting very lucky indeed. I like it. All right, well, this is going to be super easy. I mean, there really is nothing else I can say about it. I'm not even being overconfident about this. You know, this is literally just easy mode because, you know, these guys will just die no matter what. Even if I had like 10 units, we'd probably still be able to win against them. But there you go. Easy victory. And now we can head back to the Guildmaster. Hopefully gain a little bit of extra renown there as well. And that's the thing. Right now, we are going to be basically limping along. We're going to be limping along, and there's not much we can do about it. We just have to try and limp along, try and capitalize on the opportunities that are presented before us, and then, you know, when the time comes, make a big leap, and then we will have a nice advantage in some area or another. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Otherwise, 43 against 7, easy enough. And as far as I'm aware, do the Melatine guys actually... No, they're not on horses. I actually thought they were on horses for a second. But I have about 15 of those guys now, because we have recruited from taverns for quite some time. But yes, anyway, going back to which faction I am going to be selecting. I have played with Fyrrsvain, I have played with the Empire, and I have played with Sarlian, and who else is there? Dashar, and there's one more I'm missing, isn't it? And Ravenstern. Yeah, that's it, right? There's only 5. There's five factions, right? Okay, well, whatever the case, I have played with 3 out of 5, I think, for the most part. So it would be kind of cool if we would play with something that I haven't played with before. I think I may have played with Ravenstern at least once, so I'm thinking I'm leaning towards Dashar at this point. And I think Dashar could be really fun with their horse archers as well, because, of course, the horse archer build, which is just, I mean, I'm not going to be playing as primarily a horse archer, but I am going to be playing with a unit that is on a horse and does have archery as a ranged option. So theoretically, it would work quite nicely to have those units at our disposal too. But who knows? I mean, I really don't know what I'm going to be doing yet, but I think I'm leaning towards Dashar at this point because we just haven't played with their units that much, if at all, and I think it could be really fun to do so. Now, the only reason, of course, as you already know from the previous episodes, that I started in Ravenstern territory is purely because I wanted to get the Qualis gem and speak to Phineas as soon as possible. That's literally it. Anyway, let's see if I can sell these things. Sell this. I should actually keep some boots, I guess. And we will... I just bought those back. Yeah, I know. I just bought those back because Anson is actually wearing some pretty awful boots. And this is going to be a pretty big upgrade for him. As you can see, he was just wearing something that gave him +4, which is just terrible. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, let's move the refugees to the bottom there. And I think I did complete this task. Yep, there you go. Oh, that's actually a pretty significant amount. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised that we gained such a massive amount there. 1,000 dinars and some relation, 3 renown. Gained another level. Anson gained another level too. And do you have any other tasks? You don't have any other tasks. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Huh. Ah, interesting. Okay. Going to go into the tavern just in case there might be someone there that we want to speak to. For example, a ransom broker or something. But no such luck. Ah, here we go. Okay, so I found Borgi the Fat, and he is going to be buying our prisoners for 383. Not exactly amazing, but it is going to be better than nothing. All right, so we can now speak to the guildmaster at Ravenstern here. And herdsman to take his cattle to the market at Sarlian. Yeah, okay, sure. This is not something that I really enjoy doing. I absolutely hate the cattle quests. But I think they do have the follow. Yeah, they have the follow mechanic. So I'm pretty happy with that. Because in native, if you do this cattle quest, it is one of my pure banes in native to do the cattle thing. you have to stand behind them and try to drive them on in the direction that you want them to go in. And it is pure frustration. Just absolutely pure frustration. And you can change that technically. I know that some people have said that you can change it with some of the game editing software like Morgs, or you can just go into the files yourself and you can change how the how the cattle works. And that's absolutely fine if you want to do that, but I want that as a default option. It should be a default option for the cattle to follow you, but whatever the case, let's try and get down to Salian. Ooh, this is going to be harsh, I think. This is quite far away. This is much further away than I remember it being. I thought it was kind of like around here, but it is quite a bit further than that. So we'll see how it goes. But maybe if I come across some Vanskree Raiders or something like that, we might try to attack them. And it seems like Maltese and the Dread Legion have now landed. So they are going to start massacring everyone. And speaking of massacring everyone, hello 3 Seers Patrol. Oh dear. Are they moving faster than me? 5.3. I'm moving at 3.9, but I'm in the trees right now. Please don't kill my cattle. I'm moving at 5.6. So, and they move at 5.5 and 3.2. No, they're not killing my cattle. At least that's nice of them. Okay, we probably want to recruit some Fyhrr units as well. Someone recommended some Fyhrr units, so why not? Let's just take a couple. I do have enough space for them after all. And let's level up our strength once again. And another point in Iron Flesh. Yes, I'm going a bit crazy on the Iron Flesh at the moment, but you'll see exactly why that is later down the line. It's going to be pretty important, I think. Anyway, Vanskree Raiders. Do we want to attack them? They have some... Oh, they have some Valkyries. I don't know whether these Valkyries can be rescued. Do we want to try? These are going to be hard. I feel like these are going to be hard. They're actually running from me, which I think is kind of weird. I don't... Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. And, are you... Oh. What? Okay. I'm gonna talk about that in just a second, but Leslie has come back, finally. It was actually a while. And the 3 Seers Patrol was actually trying to kill the Vanskree Raiders. That is actually kind of amusing. Okay, I'll just leave them to it, because I actually did want to attack those guys. Ooh, hello. Red Brotherhood. 5.7, 5.4. I'm not going to be able to catch up to these guys, but they might make a mistake. Oh, yeah, okay, hey. Hey there. Death Cult? Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot of dangerous people in this area. Yeah, that's why I was a bit worried about it. Okay, please, oh, Duke Brennus, could you stop doing that? Thanks. Okay. 5.4? I'm traveling at 5.4 as well, but they are going to catch me eventually. So I'm going to need to do something here. We're going to need to go into Kelradan Castle. Can I make it there? Yes. Whew. Okay, just in time. Let's wait here for some time. My cattle should be catching up relatively soon. I hope. Have they already caught up? Did they not? Oh dear. Oh, there they are. Okay, yeah, they actually just stop if you go too far away from them. So that is not good. Okay, so let's drive the cattle onward. What's going on here? Aha! There is a fight. I will help King Gregory IV. Let us go in and help King Gregory. Who am I supposed to help here? Actually, wait a minute. Faramund. There we go. All right, let's do this. The enemy only has 64 or something, so yeah, this is going to be pretty easy, but it's going to be kind of cool. Maybe we can get some decent loot from it. But yeah, this is going to be our first real taste of vassal battles. And bear in mind that my difficulty settings are exactly the same as they were before. Alright, let's do this. I'm a bit worried about this. So basically what I'm going to be doing is just keeping my units, well, pretty much all the way back, with the exception of maybe the archers. Maybe the archers could come with me. Because I don't really want to tell everyone else to charge in and then just have them die, because again, this is not a battle that I actually want to participate in such a significant way that will get half of my army killed. That's just not going to be the way that we'll do it. So it's not going to be too good. But maybe if we can try to increase our relation with King Gregory a little bit, then that might make sense. Because then we may... I don't think it's going to make that much difference, but it might kind of sway his decision-making in regards to us becoming a mercenary, which I don't think will really help. But every little helps, I guess, you know, kind of. So we'll see how it goes. But at the moment, I'm actually kind of surprised that the Ravenstern don't have that much in the way of archers. I'm very surprised that they're not actually using their archers to fire at the opponent. And instead they're just walking towards them slowly, which is a bit weird. Oh, there we go. They've actually started separating them out now. Because bear in mind that I'm not the commander here. I'm not the one that's commanding these Ravenstern at all. I'm the only one commanding my units. Okay, Knight of the Lion charged in right there. Interesting. Okay, now they're starting to fire, I think. Oh, King Gregory's going in there. Maybe I can take someone prisoner? So I'm going to switch to my blunt weapon, see if I can maybe do that. Bear in mind that I'm going to stay very close to my other friends here. Oh, yes, we got him. We got a Salian footman. That's not really going to be that expensive to sell, but it's going to be decent. Okay, let's see if I can take this guy, maybe. Oh, no, never mind. Hello. Ooh, that guy's got a big sword. Hello. Okay, yeah, let's be a bit careful, shall we? This guy's overzealous. Look at him. Salian trained militia. How dare you? Look at him. He was just going crazy on us right there. Okay, well, pretty happy so far that we haven't taken any damage or died. I'm kind of worried, you know. I'm just like paranoid looking around. But as it stands right now, I think we're okay. I think that is indeed a victory for us. There is one more person running away. Oh, no, they're not actually routing, but they have been taken off their mount now, and it's just a matter of time. Now, that's the thing. If I had a bow, then I'd probably be able to do a decent amount of damage, but the thing is that most bows, with the exception of the rune weapons, I'm never really that good with. So we'll see what happens, really, because I'm still kind of deciding about what kind of rune weapons I'd like to get. Anyway, 1 renown, 3 morale, nothing really to write home about there, and we are going to lose a little bit of relation with Salian, but it is just going to go back down to 0, which is fine, in my opinion. Alright, so we're going to get some terrible loot. I actually hoped that we'd get something better than that, but that is a decent helm, I guess, for Leslie, maybe? Because I don't think she has anything that good, so... yeah, she has nothing, really, so it would be a good idea to give that to her. She can't even wear it, because she doesn't have... she doesn't have 7 strength, of course. Okay, well, she's going to be a bit difficult to level up, I think, as a result of that. And now he can finally wear that new armor, so that's actually really nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start leveling his wound treatment again, and we'll level up his crossbows 2. That is going to make a big difference, and now he can finally wear that new armor. And he can wear this helmet as well. Alright, seems pretty good. Not going to level up the refugees or anything like that. And we can probably give Leslie his old armor unless she's wearing something better already. She's wearing some pretty good stuff, but is it better? Yeah, it is actually better. Never mind. Okay, that's kind of surprising. Okay, so she's using a knife at the moment. I definitely need to get her some better gear. So we'll probably scavenge something from some bandits or whatever. But anyway, let's go over to Salian now. Hopefully I'm not going to get attacked by any other bandits. I have 58 units in my army. Kind of surprising. Oh yeah, we got some Pendor heavy spearmen. Yeah, because Leslie came back and she brought some units with her. That's what sometimes happens when you send off companions. They can come back with some high tier or mid to high tier units, and they will join your army. And it's the same with Lethal Durin. Lethal Durin is the Noldor companion, and he will be sent off, and then when he comes back, he'll bring you some Noldor troops, which is pretty fantastic. So that's definitely something to think about. Otherwise, there's King Ulrich. Let's see if we can finally get our cattle here. How long do I have? 27 days. Okay, that's easily enough. All right, there we go. Nice. Okay. So now I need to go back and speak to the Guildmaster of Ravenstone, which is absolutely fine. But maybe I can find someone here to speak to about some rumors or something. Doesn't seem like it. Maiden Scout. I guess I'll just hire one of them. And there's Donovan. I'm not going to be recruiting Donovan. I believe that's not going to be one of the companions we'll take, even though he is an absolutely fantastic trainer companion. I will, however, be taking Deve. Deve is a really, really good archer. So, oh, my luck, you know, my luck. I always do that, don't I? Absolutely every single time I say to myself, I'm going to get that companion. And then I try to get him, and then I have a full party. Okay. He's not going to... He's not good. 4,000. Yeah, join me. Why not? Go on. I really have... I literally had exactly 4,000. Deve, what have you done to me now? What have you done to me? I don't know. Anyway, this guy is going to be our... pathfinding, tracking guy, I guess. Pathfinding, tracking, spotting guy, I suppose. And we'll see how that goes for him. But as you can see, he has 6 in power draw, which is just crazy. And he's got some pretty decent... He's got a pretty decent bow. He's got a... Whoa, that's actually a really nice hammer. I'm going to take that, if you don't mind. There you go. And he's got a nice helmet as well. Decent. Yeah, he's got some decent armor. Cool. Yeah, anyway, so that's pretty fine. And I'm going to have to do something to get some money. But as it stands for now, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.